you had a different experience than your counterparts in Switzerland. You were talking to clients in the States. You were having conversations that they didn't have. You understood the culture, the mentality over here, and it's very different over here than it is in Switzerland. So you had to operate differently. You had to tweak the company guidelines and all that stuff to work in the States.
Yes, I think the first thing we did was we hired a marketing person. And historically at our company, all marketing comes out of Switzerland, but we cannot capture the local language. There's no way. Plus, the way marketing is done in the US, it's so much more advanced. This is the birthplace of marketing, right? So you really have to step up your game. We also realized that the competitors are much faster, they are louder out there, which then brought us also to thinking about, well, how can we even compete? Yes, we are a strong player in Europe, but we are a nobody in the US. And in the US, you have these ginormous corporations, 3M, DuPont, Dow Chemicals. These are multi-billion-dollar businesses which could easily outspend us, by tenfold, hundredfold, whatever. So we realized, okay, we cannot compete on traditional marketing channels. So what we've done is we really started to focus much more on influencer marketing, where we figured, hey, it's more of an equal playing field. When I say influencer marketing, I also have to add, it is part of our whole inbound marketing. Our goal is we don't want to disrupt people in their day-to-day. We want to be found. So if you would ask me, Etienne, what's your dream position in marketing? It's just one thing. Let me be the person who gets the privilege to answer your question. Because what are you doing if you have a question? You Google it. So whoever gets the privilege to answer you is controlling the conversation, right? And so that's kind of where we realized, okay, we have to make sure we do search engine optimization. We have to create content. Content is the currency of the internet.
That's very true. Let's put that in a quote. Let's frame that up.
That you can definitely frame. In 2016, we were very broke. Our wallet was empty, talking about the currency. So we started a blog, we started to do Instagram, some work on YouTube, but then we soon realized, hey, there are people out there, they are much better at creating this type of content, and it makes more sense for us to collaborate with them than to try to be them or do it ourselves. And so, over the last 6 years, that has been a very successful path for us as an organization. And I also have to say, frankly, for me personally, it's been extremely rewarding because this influencer marketing, it's very much about relations. It's much less business and often just relations, and you help each other out. And I think what unites me with all of these people that I talk to regularly is it's less the business side. It's honestly more kind of a shared vision to build better, right? No one goes on camera and shows you what's the worst way of doing it. They want to show you the best way. They want to challenge themselves, and also once you are online, you're peer reviewed, right? Your comment sections make sure everything you say is correct. So it's also a way of us as a community to get better. So
it's such everything you're saying is so important, because for so many reasons. Well, for one, your approach is a very tricky gamble that has paid off for you. And I'm so glad it has paid off, because if you go through this route of influencer marketing and you don't have a strong product, you don't have something that can back up what your influencers are saying, then it can seem that you've just paid off your influencers to say these good things about the product, paid off the people in the comments too. But once people start using it, they'll realize what a letdown the product is. But you had a really strong product to back it up. So, and the people who you reached out to understood the value of that product. And the people in the comments probably already tested Siga products, and they were also backing it up. So it all goes back to yeah, the influencer marketing was excellent idea, really good for you. And you were probably in the forefront because you had to be innovative in the way you marketed this in the States. Because you, like you said, you were up against all these big dogs. How on earth were you going to get the Sega name out there? Because they had a far bigger marketing budget than you did. So you were very creative and you took a gamble and it paid off. But the good product helped a lot.